Hey everyone, it's Denise Dottie here, your mortgage nerd. We are doing a follow-up series on our second myth of 3 myths about consumer credit. I'm here today with Doc. He is the consumer credit expert. He's known as that. You can Google him as that. He's the only one I trust with my clients because he's the real deal. And what I wanted you to talk today about is, sometimes I work with clients that have blemishes on their credit, that maybe they can't purchase a home right now, or quite frankly, maybe they're afraid to look at their credit because they know they've got a blemish from a few years ago. And so can you speak to them a little bit about waiting or trying to do it on their own, or even worse, not doing anything at all?
Well, doing nothing solves absolutely nothing. So obviously we've got that knocked off the list right away. The other thing, it's very important that people understand that yes, although in theory you can, try to remedy these things on your own, sometimes it makes a lot more sense to have an expert. You can give yourself stitches, or represent yourself in a murder trial, or replace your engine in your car, or any number of things you can do. But realistically, if you have expertise, the tools, the techniques, and 20 plus years of experience, we're obviously.
That old?
I started when I was 7.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, you can try to do it on yourself, but more often than not, by the time that people have done those kinds of things and tried it on their own, they end up messing it up. And then if they end up coming to get us to do it, they've already messed it up to a point that they can actually do more harm than good.
Yeah,
it makes it more difficult for us.
Yeah. And I remember one of the clients that you helped just last week, I think it was a collection report, or there was some blemish on their credit report, and the date that it was reporting was a current date versus when it was actually 5 or 6 years ago. So what's up with that?
Well, a lot of times collection agencies in particular, and I remember the one you're talking about, will change the dates on accounts to make them appear newer than they actually are. And the reason for that, everybody knows how long something stays on your credit.
7 years.
7 years, right. Well, that 7-year window starts with something called the date of first delinquency, which is basically the first time that you missed a payment that led to the account being charged off. A lot of times collection agencies will fudge that date a little bit to make it stay on your credit longer than it should, thus increasing their odds of getting some sort of payment.
Yeah.
So.
I think that's the frustrating part that my clients experience. It's almost like you feel like you're chasing your tail. And so I encourage you guys, especially if you want to make the investment in buying a home and building equity for yourself, stop throwing rent away. If you're afraid, or maybe following the ignorance is bliss of not wanting to know what your credit is, stop. Don't do that. Just give me a call. You've got my information. I'll get you connected to Doc and his team. But we'd love to take care of you and get you into a home loan. Take care.